Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम Peter. मैं Urdu talibah हूँ. Hi there, my name is Peter. I'm an Urdu student. Several years ago now, I think 8 years ago, I did my GCSE Urdu. This year, I've been concentrating more on my Hindi, my spoken and written Hindi, but basically, I hadn't been practicing my Urdu at all. So I thought I'd just look at some of the Urdu materials that are out there and show you what's available. So today, I'm looking at the AQA, the ACA. GCSE Urdu. So this is assessment materials. So this is for the GCSE Urdu writing higher tier. So on here, the total paper has 288 marks. Oops. So on here, what you'll have is you'll have a topic you have to read in Urdu, and then you have some choices of what to write about. So let me get this straight. So आप पाकिस्तान की एक रसाली के लिए अपनी मशगलों के बारे में एक मज़मून लिख रही है, if you're a girl. अपनी मज़मून में लिखे. So मज़मून is subject. So with this, so we're going to write about our subject for a Urdu magazine. So on here, this is Mashgalo. I thought this was fair to begin with, but it's Gain Mashgalo. It's one I find very hard to pronounce. It's a word I found very hard to pronounce. So please excuse my pronunciation on that word. मैं जानता हूँ कि मेरा तलफ़ुज़ अजीब है. उर्दू मेरा पहला ज़ुबान नहीं है. और मैं भी कोशिश करता हूँ. So I know my accent's a bit weird, but I'm still practicing. So आपको अपनी फ्रा वक्त में क्या करना पसंद है? So what do you do in your free time with hobbies? जब आप छोटे थे तो आपको क्या करना पसंद था? So when you were little, what did you do? What did you like to do? करना पसंद था. क्या करना पसंद था? आपकी ख्याल में मुश्किलें क्यों ज़रूरी है? Why do you think hobbies are important? अपने दोस्तों के साथ छुट्टियों में आप क्या करेंगे? So in the holidays, what will you and your friend do? दोस्तों के साथ छुट्टियों में आप क्या करेंगे? So with those, you have to choose one of those topics, and with all of these, it will say give full answers. So it will say उर्दू में तकरीबन 90 अल्फाज लिखें. So you have to write about 90 words. हाँ सवाल का जवाब दें. So give full answers. So you can't say हम cinema जाएंगे for your friend. If you on holiday with your friend, you can't say हम cinema जाएंगे. So you'd have to say like इस छुट्टियां मैं और मेरा दोस्त cinema जाएंगे. Something like that. It has to be like a complete sentence. It's probably not the best way I could have said that sentence, but you get the idea. आपने हाल ही में पाकिस्तान का सफर किया. आपने स्कूल की रसाली में एक मज़मून लिखे और बताइए. So, have you been to Pakistan? हाल ही में, like presently, have you been to Pakistan? आपने स्कूल की रसाली में एक मज़मून लिखे और बताइए. So again, you're going to write and tell about this subject for the school magazine if you've been to Pakistan. So Pakistan, जाने की वजह, reasons for going to Pakistan. So you could say it's a nice country, great people, nice food, lots of historic places to see. हवाई जहाज का सफर, about the aeroplane journey, हवाई जहाज. So you could say where you boarded the plane, where you got off. Did you transit anywhere on the way? What food did you have on there? اگلے سال آپ کہاں جائیں گے? Where will you go next year? And again, 90 words and give full answers. Oh, and this is important. This is for 16 marks. So whichever one you choose, it's for 16 marks. The big ones are towards the end. So, آپ स्कूल की रसाली के लिए पाकिस्तान में अपनी गुजारी हुई छुट्टियों के बारे में एक मज़मून लिख रही हैं. आप मज़मून में बताएं. So, if you've been to Pakistan, what were you doing when you were there, basically? So, आप जिस जगह गए वहाँ देखने के लिए क्या है? So, if you've been there, which areas did you go to? What did you see? Like tourist sites? Did you see family when you were there? Was it a city? Was it a village? Hotel के बारे में आपकी राय. So you might hear people say आपका ख्याल है, आप सोचते हैं. Rai is opinion. So what was your opinion about the hotel? Any hotel you stayed in? So if you stayed there, you could say it was nice and clean, the service was very good. Or you could say the opposite. You could say, well, the food was horrid. I saw a rat in the foyer. You could say all these things. But just try and elaborate on it. Don't just say, hum hotel gaya, hotel achata, hum hotel ka khana khaya. You don't want to be just writing things like this. You have to elaborate on things. So again, any one of those will be 16 marks. आप उर्दू की एक रसाली के लिए, so you can see a theme here. So it's writing for a Urdu magazine or school paper. खरीदारी करने के बारे में लिख रही हैं. So we're going to be writing about shopping. आप खरीदारी करना क्यों पसंद करते हैं? Why do you like shopping? So you could say it's fun looking for different things. I like buying gifts for other people. Sometimes I like to buy something for myself. It could be a new book in a series or a DVD, a story I like, something like that. So, आपने हाल ही में क्या चीज़ खरीदी? So, what are you presently buying? Is there, as I just said about the books, is there something that you're buying on a regular basis? I hate it when they do this. They write words in Urdu that are English words, and it just throws me sometimes. But online's online in any language, I think. So, online खरीदारी करने के बारे में आपकी राय. So, what do you think about shopping online? So, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? मुस्तकबाल में आप खरीदारी की बारे करने के लिए, let me start that again. मुस्तकबाल में आप खरीदारी करने के लिए कहाँ जाना चाहेंगे? Where do you think online shopping will go in the future? So you may have seen they're talking about couriers. So it could be Amazon could have a courier come to your door. It could be a drone that comes to your house. It could be when you've bought something. It could be more things become virtual. So maybe we won't be buying so many physical things. So think about that, how you would answer that question there. Okay. These ones are still 16 marks as well. So, आपका पाकिस्तानी दोस्त और सहेली के स्कूल के बारे में जाना चाहते हैं. So you want to go to your Pakistani friend's school. आप इसी एक ईमेल बजाएं और बताएं. So you're going to send an email and you're going to talk about it. So school के बारे में आपकी राय. So what did you think of the school, your friend's school? खेलों की सहूलतें. So what facilities were there for games? Did they have climbing ropes? Did you have a football pitch? Somewhere to play cricket? पाकिस्तान की कौमी खेल हॉकी है, इसलिए शायद आप हॉकी के बारे में लिखते हैं. So hockey is the number one sport in Pakistan, so you could maybe write about hockey. पिछले साल स्कूल में होने वाली किस तकरीब के बारे में आपकी राय? So what did you think about last year at school? और अगले साल आप क्या करेंगे? And अगले साल आप क्या करेंगे? Not next school. अगले साल आप क्या करेंगे? What will you do next year? So this is a problem I had in both my exams. Is I read things too quick and I read them wrong. Sometimes with this, the writing's very close together, so I kept seeing karna, pasand here. And I kept seeing the na of karna and pasand. So I thought, oh, it's saying na pasand, what don't you like? So, yeah, just read it very carefully. Don't run through it like I am. So that one's still 16 marks. So, आप अपने blog पर part-time. Okay, so आप अपना blog part-time का काम के बारे में लिख रही हैं. So you're going to write about your part-time job on your blog. So you might not be working yet, you might not be doing a part-time job, so you might not have a blog, but you've just got to pretend you're going to do these things. So इस वक्त आपका part-time काम क्या है? So at this time, what is your part-time job? इस काम में आपको क्या पसंद है? इस काम में आपको क्या पसंद है और क्या पसंद नहीं है? So what do you like about this work and what do you not like about this work? I did the same thing here. I was thinking क्या पसंद. I was thinking what's क्या पसंद? आपको क्या पसंद? What do you like about your job and what do you not like about your job? कोई पार्ट टाइम काम जो आपने पहले किया हो. So any sort of part-time job you had before. मुस्तकबिल में आप क्या करना चाहेंगे? So what do you want to do in the future? अभी मेरा गला थोड़ी सी सख्त है, इसलिए मैं चाय पीते हैं. That's nice. Right. So again, those are for 16 marks. You have to look at them quickly and you have to decide which one can I talk about the most. So Britannia में मनाई let's do this again. So Britannia में मनाए जाने वाली त्योहारों के बारे में पाकिस्तान की एक रसाले के लिए एक मज़मून लिखे. अपने मज़मून में यह बताएं लिखे. Okay, so this is about festivals. So Manaye is celebrated. So which festivals are celebrated in Britain? So this is for 32 marks. So this is much more important now. So you've got to do 150 words. Again, you've got to elaborate on it. So Britannia में मनाए जाने वाले त्योहार और उनकी अहमियत. Why is it important to celebrate festivals in Britain? So Amiyat, important. Tahawar, festivals. So Eid ek Tawar hai. Eid is a festival. Koi yadgar Tawar jo aapne manaya ho. So about a memorable festival. So was there a festival you went to that was very memorable? So this is quite hard because I can't think of many festivals that are celebrated. So you'd have to think of something. And but for any celebration event you go to, you could think, oh, fireworks, friends and family, people happy to see each other. Was there something official that was done in this festival? Was somebody handing out food? You know, you have to think pretty quick for 2 or 3 minutes what you're going to write and then write it down. It's got to be, again, full answers on this. So get as much information down on there as you can. So for 150 words, it's 32 marks. मोबाइल फ़ोन के बारे में पाकिस्तान की एक रसाली के लिए एक मज़मून लिखें. अपनी मज़मून में यह बताएं लिखें. So for me, this would probably be the easier one to go for. So for my 32 marks, I'll be looking at this one. The festivals, okay, but this mobile phones. मेरा ख्याल है कि बहुत ही इम्तिहान में वे जदीद टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में बात करेंगे. So they will ask you about modern technology in lots of these exams. Every exam I ever had, every previous paper I've ever done, there's always been something about modern technology in there. And this is a perfect example of this. So mobile phone की फायदे और नुकसानात. So what are the benefits of mobile phones? What are the problems? Straight away I can think of things like emergency services. Somebody's had a fall, you can phone to an ambulance, you can call the police, you can let people know where you are, that you're safe. If you're out shopping, you can let people know that you're in the shops. Do they need anything? For an elderly relative, do you need me to bring something back? During COVID, mobile phones were great. You could Skype or whatever on them, talk to people that you wouldn't normally see. So straight away, lots of things. What's the problem? Well, lots of young children, they become addicted to phones. You take a phone off them, they start crying. They're easy to damage, one drop, and you could be losing £1,000 there, so there's lots of benefits, there's lots of disadvantages to mobile phones. अपनी हाल ही में अपना मोबाइल फोन किन चीज़ों के लिए इस्तेमाल किया? So what things do you use on your mobile phone? So again, this kind of ties on with the first one. So it could be emergency services. Maybe if you use that, you could do text messages. You could use Skype on your phone. These are things that people use on their phone. They could do your homework on your phone nowadays on some apps. Language learning, you can use apps for language learning. If you do things like taking photos of family, friends. So for me, this would definitely be the one that I'll go for. Okay, got another one here. So again, this is another 32 mark one. So उर्दू की एक ऑनलाइन रसाली में अपनी इलाके के बारे में मज़मून नोसी का मुकाबले हो रहा है. आपने इसमें हिस्सा लिए का फैसला किया है. रसाली की वेबसाइट पर लिखें. So this time you're writing for a website. So आपकी इलाका में मौजूद अपनी इलाका में मौजूद सहूलतें और उनको कैसे बेहतर बनाया जा सकता है. So how can you make the facilities in your area better? That's a hard one. This is one I wouldn't do. इस मुकाबले में जीती हुई रकम आप कैसे खर्च करेंगे? So if you win this competition, so this is about a competition. That's right. So yeah. So competition हो रहा है. आप इसी हिस्सा लेने का फैसला क्या है? Okay, so let me read this again. उर्दू की एक ऑनलाइन रसाली में अपनी इलाके के बारे में मज़मून Nu Nusi Kamakable. There's a competition. आपने इसमें हिस्से something about part of it. Oh, you know what? I'm not even 100% sure what this question is. Rasali ki website par like. Okay, so I've finally got the gist of this, if I'm honest with you. आपकी इलाके में मौजूद सवालों और उनको कैसे बेहतर बनाया जा सकता है? You'll have to help me out with this one. Honestly, I'm a bit lost. So I know it's a competition, and it's about the area and presently, module presently, services, how can you make them better? So, is Makabli me, how would you spend the money? Well, I could answer that one better. If I had money and how I'd spend it, I'd have ideas on how to spend money if I won it. But I'm not even 100% sure what the question is. Okay, next one. Urdu ki ek online salin ki website online. Oh, okay, yeah. So Urdu ki ek online Rasale magazine website. Okay. पर आप अपनी इलाके के बारे में एक मजमून लिखे रहे हैं. So it's a magazine online in your area. Okay, so आपकी इलाके में आलूदगी की वजह से मुश्किलात. So how would you handle the problem of pollution in your area? So that could be about exhaust fumes. It could be about people burning fires. It could be people chucking things into water streams. So how to tackle it there? What things could you put in place? More bins. Again, this would be a hard one for me as well. आप मुश्तिकबाल में मोहाल की हिफाजत के लिए क्या कर सकता? आप मुश्तिकबाल में मोहाल की हिफाजत. Oh, how would you protect it in the future? So आप मुश्तिकबाल में Mahal, how would you protect the area in the future? So again, that's quite hard. So it's good to look at these exams. I mean, I'm rusty. I haven't practiced for a while, but that is quite hard, I think, those ones. Serusiat ki ek Pakistani website par apni sheher ki bari mein. So, Serusiat, so this is tourism, ki ek purani website. Pakistani website. Again, I'm reading things wrong. Serosiat ki ek Pakistani website par apni sheher ki bare mein. So a Pakistani website about your city. Ek mazmu liki. So write a subject about your city for a Pakistani website. Apni mazmu mein ye bataye likin. So write about this subject. Apni ilaka mein dekhne ki Kabul maqamat ki bari mein likhe. So writing about what's in your city, your area. आप अपनी इलाके में सियाहों के लिए मौजूद सहूलतों को कैसे बेहतर बनाएंगे? So again, how would you make it better in your area? Again, I think that's quite hard. आप इंटरनेट पर यूनिवर आप आप इंटरनेट पर یونیورسٹی میں تعلیم حاصل کرنے کے بارے میں اپنی رائے دے رہے ہیں. So it's talking about obtaining your education online. So this happens a lot with COVID. People have had their studies online. Apparently in India, this is June 2021. Apparently in India, all exams are online at the moment in India. اپنی مضمون میں دورج ذیل I can hear it in my mind but I can't say it. دورج ذیل بتائیے شامل کریں. So in the following, so دورج ذیل, like the following things. So basically it's telling you to choose one of these. So university تعلیم کی فائدہ اور نقصانات کے بارے میں لکھیں. So write about the advantages, write about the benefits or the disadvantages to a university education. مستقبل میں آپ کس قسم کا کام کرنا پسند کریں گے. In the future, آپ کس قسم کا کام کرنا پسند کریں گے. مستقبل میں آپ کس قسم کا کام کرنا پسند کریں گے. So what do you think will happen in the future with this kind of work, with these kinds of works? Again, very hard. So that's an overview there. You can see it definitely gets very harder as it goes through. You get some nice, easy ones. So have a look through, because you won't be doing all of these. You'll be just doing certain ones. You know, you choose which 32 marks you're going to do. So yeah, I'd say, if I remember rightly, that's right. You do one that's 150 words, and then, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. You just choose one of these, one of those big ones to do. So anyway, that's an overview there. So yeah, I'll put the link to these past papers on the information below the video. So take care. Beer Melengue.